Good Shepherd's Outpatient Pediatric Program. The very spirit of our program dates back to Good Shepherd's founding in 1908. That's when the Reverend John Raker and his wife Estella took an orphan girl with a disability into their home, right here in Allentown, Pennsylvania. Since then, Good Shepherd's commitment to children has become stronger every year. Among our many donor partners in that commitment is the Dornsife family. Their multi-generational support goes back more than 100 years to our founder, Papa Raker, whose mother was Susan Dornsife. In 2010, through the Hedco Foundation, Quest Fund, and the David and Dana Dornsife Foundation, the family made a generous contribution, allowing us to expand our outpatient pediatric program. Thanks to them, the Dornsife Pediatric Therapy Suite on our South Allentown campus has allowed us to help a greater number of children. Each year, more than 3,000 children with a wide range of disabilities and functional challenges come to Good Shepherd to receive the rehabilitation care they need to live the fullest, most independent lives possible. Good Shepherd provides services for developmental disabilities such as attention deficit hyperactivity disorder, autism, cerebral palsy, feeding and swallowing disorders, hearing impairments, learning difficulties, muscular dystrophy, and spina bifida. Good Shepherd also cares for children with physical or acquired disabilities, such as brain or spinal cord injury, stroke, toe walking, or neurological disorders. The demand is growing, and many of the children lack adequate insurance, and their families can't afford the services they need. But thanks to our supporters in the community, Good Shepherd is able to provide charitable care to some 40% of children and families we serve. For children, the Good Shepherd Outpatient Pediatric Program is life-changing. Good Shepherd's cornerstones of care include expert physicians, comprehensive therapy services, and continuing care programs to get children back into their lives following therapy. If a child needs help, getting an early diagnosis and getting on track with a prescribed regimen of care is an essential first step on the road towards greater independence. Good Shepherd is home to the only 2 board-certified developmental pediatricians in the region. Dr. Karen Seneft is one of them.
When we see a child, it's because the child has had difficulty with the normal developmental process, either slow to walk or slow to talk or difficulties with social interaction. Usually when we see a child, we see them as a team. We evaluate them together so that we can get multiple perspectives on a child. Our goal at the end of a team evaluation is to understand a child's strengths and weaknesses, to make a diagnosis if possible, and to have a plan of care, a way to help families help their children. One of the benefits of the program here at Good Shepherd is that we follow children over a long period of time. We may treat them in our programs, we may refer them to other communities, we may use a combination of programs. Often when a child has a developmental disability, they go from agency to agency as they age. They're in one program from age 0 to 3, another from 3 to 5, and then in multiple schools. Here at Good Shepherd, we're able to follow a family and their child throughout the developmental process. I have children that I have followed now clear into adulthood, and there are young adults that I still see because it's helpful to their families.
Once a diagnosis is made and therapy prescribed, Good Shepherd's skilled therapists develop a care plan designed to meet each child's goals. For some children, this could mean feeding themselves, or walking, or talking for the first time, or telling a parent, "I love you." These are things most of us might take for granted, but for these children and their families, they are monumental achievements. Ezekiel is one of those children for whom each small step is vitally important. Ezekiel is trying to overcome some developmental problems affecting his ability to eat. Good Shepherd's therapists have been working to get him accustomed to a greater variety of foods and textures so his diet will improve. Once therapy is complete, the work is not done. Good Shepherd clinicians continue working with children to ensure they are integrated into their schools, their homes, and their communities. Good Shepherd has strong partnerships with schools and social service agencies. Support groups and assistive technologies ensure that children have the tools they need to meet their potentials. Good Shepherd also connects parents with care management services to help them negotiate the complexities of caring for their child.
This is Alexis, and Alexis is 13 years old. Alexis has cerebral palsy. She has some physical challenges that limit the use of her hands. What we've been doing is working with computer technology to try to determine an appropriate method for her to access the computer. And we've determined that Alexis is able to use a switch-it mouse mover, which enables her to use her wheelchair joystick to control the cursor movements on the computer screen. So with this technology and the technology of a software program called Magic Cursor or Point and Click, Alexis is able to do a mouse click and complete different computer activities and programs. So this would really be beneficial for Alexis in her home and her school environment. What it does is really gives her some independence and ability to use a computer on her own, which prior to this she wasn't able to do.
So much of this care is made possible by our loyal donors whose gifts help ensure that no child is ever turned away, regardless of a family's ability to pay. Thanks to you, we're able to expand our program to see more children than ever, to help them walk and talk and laugh and just be kids. That was our mission more than 100 years ago, and it is our mission today. Thank you for supporting Good Shepherd Pediatrics.